Well, growing up, I've always spent most of my time in church and traveling with the church group. Every now and then we did vacations if we could. My toughest times during high school was seeing my older sister and my youngest brother become addicted to drugs. Well, not heavy addicted, but become something that's repetitive and something that's hard for them to break. Also seeing my grandmother struggle in the hospital and then later on pass. I remember myself feeling betrayed and I didn't understand what was happening. Like, God, why is this happening? Afterwards, I just became this really depressed person.
My childhood kind of growing up, I am originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. That's where I was born, that's where my family's from. And then when I was 4, we moved down here to Macon, and as soon as we got here, my parents separated and got a divorce. Having divorced parents is definitely tough, and there are some struggles with it, but I also know that they love me and love who I am and support me 100% no matter what. Going into high school, I knew I didn't want to be a fake person. Through middle school, I saw plenty of that, and I saw plenty of people in my grade and just people I was around who were kind of going down that road, and I just didn't want to be that. That's not who I knew. That's not who I was.
So when I first met Stephanie, I instantly felt like, okay, this is someone I can trust. This is someone who I feel safe around and who I can be open to, and I haven't really felt that a lot during my lifetime. Okay, so I found out about Young Life through my sister. One Friday morning, we were walking through the hallways and she was just like, Destiny, come to Young Life. And I was just like, Jasmine, what's Young Life? And she's just like, just come, you'll love it. They serve breakfast. So breakfast was the deal breaker for me because I was like, okay, food, let's go.
I honestly had no idea what to think. I thought this was just going to be another, normal Bible study kind of thing that you do on Sunday nights with churches and stuff. But so when I got there, and it was just like so crazy, and just everyone was having such clean fun, just jumping around, singing to Jesus, and just, enjoying each other's company. I was like, okay, this is something that I could definitely see myself getting into. And just to have Elizabeth and just to have her support, to be like, it's okay to like open up, it's okay to not be shy and like be yourself around these people, like they'll accept you. That was really amazing. And so I think that's like what drew me back. You get to talk with Jesus, and you get to hear from Young Life leaders who have been in your shoes and went down the road you're going through right now. So to hear from them and hear their stories, it's easy to relate to them, and that's something that I really fell in love with Young Life, is to be able to relate to people.
You see a person you don't really expect for them, they can look like all happy and good, and just to see them share their story of what they went through is the most inspiring thing I've ever seen, because these seem like normal people who have a happy life, but little do we know they go through things I could never imagine of going through. So what happens at a Young Life camp? Of course, we go to club. The food is amazing. Best food, hands down, ever. We get to do go-karts, zip line, ride horses, some of everything. If I could redo it 1,000 times, I most definitely would.
Okay, Young Life Camp was, again, not something like, when I got there, I was like, it just blew me away. Like, I was kind of speechless. It's so beautiful up there, and just to have time to like, not even be around your phone, not to be around social media and things that kind of make you feel like you have to be a certain way, to be around people who accept you for who you are, and you can open up so easily to them. It was just like, it's an experience that I feel like everyone should get to have at some point in their life. And then to have a leader there who, she was by my side the whole time, like helping me kind of guide my way through camp and understand what everything was. And she was there when I needed to talk to her, when I was ready to kind of face the fears that I had.
High school wasn't anything like how I expected it to be. I came into high school expecting a High School Musical experience, being a part of the theater, everyone just loving it, going around the hallways singing. But instead, I got the experience of everyone wanting to be supermodels and show off their new clothes and this, that, and the third, and just impress everyone.
Do you feel like people were impressed with you?
No, I don't feel like people were impressed with me at all. I was pretty much a blur in high school. Like, they knew me, but they would see me and be like, oh, that's just destiny, and keep it going.
So my hardest time in high school was the summer really going into my junior year. I became someone I didn't want to be. And, my biggest goal going into high school was, okay, I want to be real. I don't want to be fake. And then I saw myself kind of starting to be fake and be someone who I didn't want to be. And I didn't know why at the time. I was like, why am I turning into this person when my whole goal was not to be? And so I really struggled with, okay, why is this me? And so everything was going great. I mean, I had all these followers, I had all these likes, all these comments, and then all of a sudden, it just went downhill. This account was made about me, pretty much just body shaming me, making fun of who I was and the person that I had become, and I think it hit me with a reality check that this isn't what I want anymore. I want out.
And I finally come to a point where God starts showing me who He is and who I am in Him. And little by little, every Young Life camp I've went to, every week camp, every weekend camp, He slowly starts showing me who I am, like who is Destiny. Like, I would start seeing different signs God would give me through camp and through my everyday life that Destiny, this is who you are. You're starting your journey. Like, it begins now.
I got tired. I was tired of feeling so empty. It fulfills you for maybe a week or so, but then it's like, okay, now let me go find the next thing that's gonna fulfill me. Whereas I knew and I heard that the Lord fulfills you for forever. So I really didn't even know how to get started, how to get out of this hole of feeling so worthless and empty. And so I turned to Elizabeth and kind of told her my situation and told her everything I had gone through and things that I did that I wasn't so proud of. And she really sat down with me and showed me the Bible and showed me how to start my story with Jesus and start my path down that road, and kind of taught me in the ropes. Okay, so Corona was definitely a big hit on, I think, everyone, but especially as a senior, I was going to school one Friday, and then the next minute I was getting a call from the school saying, oh, we'll just be out for 2 weeks. And then those 2 weeks passed and it was, okay, like, you're done, like, that's all. And so the first thing I thought of was not, oh my gosh, my senior year was taken away from me. It was, I don't get to go back to Young Life.
When I see Young Life, when I hear about Young Life, I instantly think of love. Like, it's one big family that God's brought together from all across of America, Young Life around the world. And it's just this one big family in love.
I really just thought I was so worthless and hated who I was becoming, but through Young Life and through meeting Jesus and meeting everyone that was a part of Young Life, I realized that in His eyes, I'm so worthy and perfectly made.